Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Ask Transsexual. The first question of this week's episode is what percentage of T-girls do you think embrace the use of their cuck? I think that's a very low percentage because most transsexuals are like the very thing that they're comfortable with is their cock. So I think that the fantasy that a lot of guys seems to have about being fucked by a girl with a cock is not that realistic to happen. Uh, because, well, not all transsexuals are interested in guys, first off. Of the transsexuals that are interested in guys, a very few of them are at all interested in keeping their genitalia, and of the transsexuals that are interested in keeping their genitalia, even fewer are probably interested in using it on a guy. There are a few who does it. I've seen it in porn. However, I mean, they could possibly do it because they get paid for it and because it's a common fantasy. It doesn't mean that they're actually into it privately. Personally, I don't see why anyone would want to penetrate a guy. It's like penetrating a girl who doesn't have an ass or a waist or boobs. I don't see the point. It's like, for me, it's like humping a couch or something. It's not to say that I'm not attracted to guys. I definitely am, but not as penetrating the object that I'm going to penetrate, if that's what you want to call it. A guy should have muscles. He should be tall. He should be big. He should be power, and that's the kind of things I'm looking for in a guy. I want him to make me feel small. I want him to make me feel safe. I want him to make me feel feminine and like a woman. I don't want him to compete about the feminine role, I guess. And somebody is asking me if transsexuals in porn are actually T-girls or if they're gay men. Then the reasoning about if you're penetrating, you're not really feminine, you're gay. I think that's kind of a weird way of putting it. I mean, you could, no matter if you're penetrating or not, that doesn't make you male or female. It's not like you're less of a man because you get penetrated. That's like, I mean, that's like Arabic culture where the only gay person is the one who's being penetrated. The guy who's penetrating is not gay. That's just weird. If you're fucking guys, you're gay. Unless you're a woman fucking guys. Because a lot of women like that. I mean, they use strap-ons or whatever. It doesn't make them less feminine. It's just, to me personally, it's a behavior that I'm not, it doesn't give me anything sexually. And it makes me feel like the bigger person physically. And I don't like that because to me, I want to be the petite one. But that doesn't mean that the transsexuals in porn are actually gay men. They could be bisexual and they're not men. Their gender isn't decided by if they're penetrating or not sexually. Transsexuals in porn are, of course, transsexuals. You can be transsexual and still want to keep your genitalia. It might be like I mean, I've talked to women who wish they had a dick because it seems like more fun than having a pussy. It doesn't make them transsexuals. It doesn't make them men in women's bodies. It just means that they feel that it's more practical having a dick. Being the gender you are is more about all the social stuff. I mean, how you're being treated and how you're being perceived and that stuff. Not necessarily about what you're having between your legs. When did you start to understand you were female or needed to become one? I didn't think like that. I didn't have the terms in my head to start with at all. I didn't know what a transsexual was. I didn't know what a transvestite was. I thought it was pretty much the same thing. Then I started surfing the web and I learned more and more. I talked to transsexuals. And I started to realize the differences between being a transgendered being a transvestite or just cross-dresser.